EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go!
Set! Behind set! Ready!
Hey, we heavy on
Gun.
Heavy on the edges.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
All right.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
57's the mic.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Check your hot read.
Throwing, Mayfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
To throw, Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Run.
Come again.
Check. Fresno.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Put
What's
that team on the bus.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. 49. Check 49. Check.
Hey, alert!
Chubb. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Pistol.
Check 3.
What's on?
Now Mayfield. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Run.
Showing it.
Bang.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Set, 180.
You remember?
Point it right.
Let's go, baby.
What's on?
Watch out.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's go.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
What's on?
51's the mic.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Flacco looks to throw, and the pressure gets to him again. Mack Wilson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got room to run past the 20. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Good. 180.
Mike, 34.
Real.
Tighten up.
Hurry. Hey, Delta.
34 is Mike. All day.
I got you.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Regular. Hey, orbit.
34, Mike, 34. Let's go one more.
Mayfield to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, 3rd down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And the Browns first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, fellas.
Booker on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Alert, 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 alert! Hey, alert 33. What's up?
First down, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key as it
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mayfield now to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Broncos 7. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Hey, turn it up.
Pistol.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. 51. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
From the 27, Mayfield.
Don't get nervous.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Run.
Check hot route. Hot.
Pistol. Done.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down, Browns.
Set. 180.
Watch the run.
Point it right. What's that?
Mayfield on first down. Going up top. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Damian Ratley. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the carry, it's Chubb. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. He's scared.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
He's not going to give me.
Now Chubb. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
No. Hey, alert 33. Run.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Jam.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, alert 33. And bring it.
Check 4.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Back.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there, because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sack, baby, sack. Eat.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
There you go. Red. 57.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Landry now on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Boy, 51. Night, sweetheart.
What's up?
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Kings.
Here I come.
Real.
Slam.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Regular. What's up?
Now back to throw. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Welcome back now to Denver as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
A nice completion there by Joe Flacco, who's probably going to miss being able to play Cleveland twice a year. Gosh, in his 11 seasons as a starter in Baltimore, he was 17-3 against the Cleveland Browns, and now he'll try to get a victory in a Broncos uniform.
57's Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. 57's the Mike. 57.
Throwing again on second down. Flacco, he'll get this one to Patrick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Flacco now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
53. 53. Mike.
Flacco will take to the air again, finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
At the Browns' 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle.
Mike 57.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Monday.
Mike.
Bravo.
Mike 51. Crunch time, defense.
Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Red.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
180.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Kings, Kings, Kings.
45.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
This is Hunt, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44.
Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now from the 50. It's caught. Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Browns 27, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now it's Flacco. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
4 down. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. I'm good.
Hey, Alpha.
58's the Mike. 58.
From the gun, Flacco. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
For Noah Fant. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down formation.